creating a category and putting that category into a different order. In order to create a category for your web shop, you need to go into the Pro Shop button on the left and click on that. And then the third link down you'll see is categories. So select the categories section. And this will load in the pre-existing categories. So you'll be able to see all the categories that you've got listed. In order to create a new category, you need to go up to the top right corner and create new. So if I click on that, and this will load in an empty set of fields for me to create my category. So in this case, I'm going to create a category called Children's Quilts. And I'm going to leave it inactive for the moment. And in order to place this category within a position in the basket, I need to save it. So as you see, this has got no link here for the category position. So if I save this now, it now gives me the option of being able to put this particular category within a certain section. So if I click on this link, it will open up my tree view. And the tree view will show me all the categories that I've got in the site already. It starts with the top level and then the first section of subcategories within each one, as you can see if I open them all out. So I would like to put this particular category of children's quilts into the children's room section. So this is depicted with the folder, so I'll open out that folder and then I decide, well, do I want to put it loose into the children's room section or shall I put it into the bedding section? There's already a bedding category and that's broken down into quilts and throws and duvet sets. So if I want to put this just in bedding, I will tick on the bedding radio button there. And now we know it's going into there, and all I need to do is click Save. Once it's saved, close the window with the box here, and then I will save the page with using my main Save button. And now here you can see that it's loaded under here. It tells me which category I've put that actual product into which category. Down beneath there we've got two images that we can assign to a category. We've got a banner image which will go full width of the page itself about that particular category of products, and then I've also got a main image which is the thumbnail that will represent this category. So if I want to click on the choose image for the banner image, I shall click on that. This will open up my file manager. And obviously I've got my path here of if I want to look back in my folders. I can just go into type here if I want to go back, but I happen to have put something in here already. So into children's, and there's the banner. So I just tick on the box there, select using the left hand select button, and then that will now appear in the page here. Likewise with the main image, which is the thumbnail image, I want to put an image in for that. So I will go into an image that I've already put in here. So if I go into children's and into bedding, and I can put an image in here, so I should tick that one and click select, and now I've got a thumbnail image. So I shall save this, so once we've done this we can go across into put some product category details in. And this can just be some generic text about the category, so I shall pop some generic sort of text in there. And then over into products, this is where you can actually assign some products that already exist in the system straight into the category. And to do this you just need to type one or two words or the whole name of a product, but it will work off of individual words. So if I just type in the word quilt, it will bring me up a list of the quilts that actually are available for me to pop into this particular category. So if I then go and choose the Brody quilt, and then I just click the add product button, that will then pop this product in. And then if I just get rid of that and put quilt, so we've got quilt again, whoops, I just put quilt, just have to make sure you keep your mouse over it, and then I choose the Dorothy patchwork quilt and then add that product, Now those two products exist in that category. Obviously click the save button after you've done this. So now we have two products in the category, and we have a banner and we have a thumbnail image. Now in order to see this on the front end, we need to make it active. So you click the active button here back in the display tab. So I shall save that. Now if you wanted to link off a banner that you've put in, this banner here, to a specific product, that's very simple to do also. Beneath this image you'll see two fields, banner, link URL and target. In the URL link you will put the actual link to the product that you want. So you'd find the product, it might be that particular quilt that's shown in that photograph, and you want to, if anyone clicks on that on the front end, it will go straight to that product for them to buy it. You just put the address, the URL, which you'll find in the bar up here, of that, where you find it on the actual shop. Pop that in, and then here you would put in same window or new window. So that's how you would put in a link. And then we need to go over to the front end of the website to have a look in children's rooms bedding. So if I go into children's rooms bedding, you'll now see that the children's quilts have got into here. If I decided I want children's quilts to be at in the last position rather than the first, and I wanted to move the order of it, I would go back into the editor. I would go back into the catalogue position, select display position. Once the tree view has loaded in, I would go into the folder which is highlighted, which shows me which section it's within, and I would go into the bedding one, which is where it's positioned, and it's greyed out. You see children's quilts is greyed out at the top because it's the active one, and if I wanted to move that into the position beneath pillowcases, I would literally just get my mouse, click on the item. If you're on a PC, it's a left click, drag it down to underneath pillowcases and drop it down. You can see now that that line has taken it, extended it down to be at the bottom of that list. So now if I click the save button, and now that's saved and loaded in, I shall close the window using the little box top corner across, and then I will click save. Now if I go across to the front end now and I refresh, using the refresh arrow at the top, you'll see now that the children's quilts has now gone into the last position. So I've moved that just by changing that drag and drop in the tree view. So that's nice and simple to do that. Now if you decided you wanted to create a subsection, so if instead of having quilts and throws here and children's quilts there, you wanted to put children's quilts inside the category of quilts and throws, so you could divide up quilts and throws into two separate subcategories. In order to pop this one in here, back into the editor, into your catalogue position, click on the select display position link. This will open up the tree view again. And then we go back into the children's rooms, open up the folder, and we'll open up this bedding folder. So we've got our product quilts and throws, and we've also got our children's quilts, which is the one we created. Now as I said, if we want to put children's quilts inside the category of quilts and throws, the way to do this is where this is ticked as being embedding, instead you will tick the quilts and throws next to underneath bedding. So now we've put this category inside quilts and throws. So when I click save using the icon here, and then we close using the little cross and save the page, when I go across to the front end now using the tab here, and I refresh using the recycle arrow, you see now children's quilts has disappeared. And we look inside what was the category of quilts and throws, and now at the top, they're all the products that are in Quilts and Throws. We've now put in at the top a category of children's quilts. So, you know, at this stage you would then assign your quilt into this category and then create another category of throws and pop the throws in that category. So you would have divided down the Quilts and Throws category into 2 subsections of quilts and a separate one of throws. So that's how you create subcategories within the main category. And back in the editor, if we look into the select display position now, and then we look inside children's rooms and into bedding, you'll see that the Quilts and Throws here has now got children's quilts coming off of that. It's no longer at the bottom, it's now linked off of this one because it's made this one have a blue folder icon because it's now made that